Welcome back, folks. It's Jaypher. Today we're going to take a look at how to paracord the G102, G203, or G Pro wired. It comes with your standard rubberized cable, and it's just not ideal for gaming, and paracord options are out there, so let's go ahead and explore that today. Okay, so everything that you're going to need to paracord your G203 is going to be right in front of you. You need your mouse, of course. You do need some feet. Now, these are some hyperglides I've had for like 2 years just sitting in a drawer. However, you can run Esports Tiger, core pads, anything third party is going to be better than your standard on the G203. But I do love core pads a lot. I just don't have any with me. And then, of course, you do need your paracord cable. I bought this from Lethal Gaming Gear. You can get this from now Agile Cables as well as W Paracords. And so I'll leave a link in the description below for all of these awesome vendors that do offer paracords. And then, of course, you do need your tools. You're going to need a Phillips, and it can be either a manual screwdriver or even an automatic. And I prefer the automatic as it does have a nice light to it. As well as tweezers to help pull the old feet off. So let's get started. So back when this mouse originally came out, you had to have a lighter and you had to work with heat shrink, and that was because of the stress relief here. You had to find a way to make sure that the cable was not going to get pinched or damaged, as well as not move on you as you use the mouse itself. And so that's no longer the case, as with Lethal Gaming and numerous other vendors, you do have the option of, for an additional 5 USD, you can get yourself a 3D printed stress relief. And what's really nice about this is now my maybe 8th one from them, and I've never had one not fit properly and snug as if I was just using the manufacturer's stress relief. So we're going to go ahead and pull the old one out and put the new one in from Lethal Gaming Gear. So take note, as you pull it out, you want to make sure that it's only going to go in one way. And also in this particular model, we're seeing that the green cable is going to be toward the back end. So it's just an easy identifier to make sure that you're putting it in correctly. But you're going to go ahead and pull this out. And I did off camera have to put a little bit of force into this. So keep in mind, when you're doing yours, you're going to have to definitely put some work in to pull this out. They don't normally come out too easily. But go ahead and take this out of its channel. We'll move that to the side. And now we're going to take the new one from Lethal Gaming Gear. We'll go ahead and put it inside. And you're going to do the same thing as you did with taking the old one out. And you're going to run the cables along the channel here. And it's important to make sure this part you want to take your time with, because you don't want to pinch any of those cables. And now we see that we've got all of the proper cabling going into its channel. So that way when I go to put the top shell on, it's not going to pinch, and it's also not going to get in the way of the scroll wheel. Before you reassemble the mouse, you definitely want to make sure you plug it into your computer to make sure that everything is working. All the cables are pre-tested before they're sent out, but it's always a good idea to double check before you reassemble everything. And as you can tell, this is good to go. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and reassemble all of those screws. And it's a good idea to have something like a mat shown here, because it's going to keep everything in order, and you don't need to worry about misplacing anything or having to have additional containers of any sort. Just keeps everything really nice and clean. Take some denatured alcohol or any sort of alcohol wipes. They will come with your mouse feet, so you don't have to worry about purchasing anything or using any household cleaners. And you're just going to go ahead and clean the surface where the new feet are going to be installed. So let's go ahead and put all 4 feet on. All right, and there you have it, folks. This is your complete paracorded G203 by Logitech. Now, the rubber cable that did come with it, obviously it's something that I would recommend you replacing, and that's why I wanted to share this video with you folks. But I do understand that one main reason folks get this mouse is because of its affordability, and that's where the prices are going to increase if you are modifying it, because the cable's going to run you $19.99 or more, and then of course your feet are going to run right around $7 to $10 depending on whatever brand you do get. So keep that in mind if it's worth upgrading for you. I will say, even on a budget conscious mouse like this, I do recommend the Paracord, as not only is it more aesthetically pleasing because you can get a variety of different colors, but also it is better than that standard rubber cable. But I'll leave a link in the description below for everything that I worked on today. And please let me know if you paracord your mouse and what your main mouse is. And I do appreciate you watching, so please throw a like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content. Until next time, I'm Jaypher, and you guys stay safe.